What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? Y'all doing? New moon, new moon. Doing good, doing good. What's up? What's up? What's up, divine scientists? How y'all doing? Pretty Wing Magic, what's good? We about to take a little voyage. What's up, VA? There it is. There it is. See, I prepared today, y'all. I got the live stream up. I can see everything, so I'm good today. I can even get y'all in the chat. So if I can like I'll post a link or something and invite y'all in, or you know what I mean. But kind of first time doing it, so but hey, we're gonna do it though. We're gonna do it. Yes, sir. Divine Scientist, we here for it. What's up, Star? Happy you called me live too. Hey, today is about to get real. Today is about to get real. Today is about to get real because we are in the exact moment that we've been waiting on. Like all that stuff we've been doing, all that stuff we've been working on, we right here. We right here right now. And that's the most beautiful thing, to know where you at, right? To be conscious of where you are. That is the gift of the present. Y'all feel me? That's the gift of the present, to be conscious of where you are right now. Hey, can y'all hear me pretty good? If y'all can hear me, let me get that 13. Let me get that divine feminine number. Let's get mama in the house. Hey, Très Jolie, Benoit. What's up, Denise? I love it. Très Jolie. See, that's even something we about to, like, yo, I don't even know if we're going to get into that today, but something about the name, and Denise might get this already, but something about the name Je suis, also known as Jesus. Je suis, right? I'm gonna just throw that out there. Some of y'all gonna get that already, but if you speak a little French, a little Creole, right, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. You're gonna get it immediately. So, hey, how y'all been doing though? How y'all been doing? What's up, Lady Spellbreaker? What's good? How y'all been doing, man? Let me know what's up. There you go, Denise. You got it. You got it. You got it. That is très joli. Et formidable. No? Yeah. See. Like I'm telling you, we. Because see, what you guys got to understand is that book was coded from the beginning. I am that I am. Exodus. What is it? Exodus 3:14. Moshe, he says, who shall I say sent me? He says, well, you tell him I am sent you, man. I am that I am. So people think when they hear Jesus, which is a bastardization of I am word in French. Because if y'all know the history of it, the great I am, the one who walked around as the Christos, right? Supposedly he never died. He went to where? Where y'all know where he went? France. That's right, Denise. Yeah. Oh my God. Yo, I lived all over the state though, Denise. I lived all over the state. I was a foster child, but we. Je parle en français, oui. Oh my God, this is so amazing getting connect with soul family like that. Yo, I ain't been back home in a minute. I left Louisiana and went out to Cali. So I was out in California, then went on that whole NBA basketball thing. So I didn't go home for a minute. So that's like touching my heart right there, though. For sure. But yeah. But when you know these words, you know what they really mean, and you know the history of it. You can look at it, and then you're gonna see exactly what it is. Exactly what it is. It's always been the same. See, I ain't even want to jump in this deep yet. Yo, I just came into this live and just jumped into the deep end. Yo, see, Denise, see what you did? See what you did? Oh my God. So we in the deep end already, y'all. We ain't even got to the update yet, and we already off up in the deep end of this thing, because it's so important that you guys understand that when I say I am, or when I say je suis, or je suis, right? If I say je suis formidable, I am wonderful, or I can say in English, I am wonderful. Feel what I'm saying? The word magic that has been cast, right? It's been cast out. The spell is the spelling. The spell is the spelling, man. The spelling of it is the spell. Y'all feel me? So when you look at the word pronounce Jesus, do not think of it as pronounced as G-E, Z-E-U-S, you know, that G-Zeus. No. It means je suis or je suis. I am. Because you always were. From the beginning, you were. So if you are je suis or je suis, whatever way you want to say it. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Because if you Creole, you're going to say it a little bit way than proper French, right? A little bit different than Montreal, right? But exactly, niece. That's why we had to go learn them spelling words. That's it. Freestyle inspirations, yes. Right there, truth of it, right? Because we are right there right now, where when we understand who we are, when we understand we are the I am, we are the I am. Oh my goodness. Because see, then you're going to start to understand the mental programming that was thrown at you. That mental programming that puts you into the paradigm in which you're trying to get out right now. Because of the spelling, which is a spell. It's magnetic, which even brings us to where we at right now, to what we even talking about. I got to get to this update, but yo, we got to go back to this. Don't y'all let me forget, because, hey, Lady Spellbreaker, before I forget, yo, you waiting on the Magdalene cards, right? We at that time, you guys got to understand, go and look at the legend. A legend is true. A myth can be mythology. A myth can be, you could take it different ways. But a legend, think about it. When somebody dies in our time and they say he was a legend or she was a legend, did they not exist? Did they not do some legendary things? Right. So when you hear legends, understand legends are steeped in truth. Feel me on that, right? The reason why I say that is because if there's a legend that the man known as Yeshua, or whatever you want to call him, just feel what I'm saying. The one who held the Christ, the one who held the Christos in its full power. That one right there. The legend is he went to France. France is known as the country of revolution. Like right now, France is going through a what? An uprising. So they trying to calm France down because see that ley line they lay on, that energy center of consciousness that they lay on, that they actually vibrate, live on, pull energy from, give energy to, is all about revolution. So why did the Christed one go there? Revolution. And he had his kids. He had his children. They went out to the world. It's a distinct bloodline. Y'all feel what I'm saying? So when you look at the lie, and then when you look at the truth, The truth is gonna be stranger than fiction, y'all. It's gonna be stranger than fiction. Y'all feel me? But anyway, hey y'all, let's get into this update real quick. So before we get into that, let me see. Venus goes retrograde. I own Miriam's books and God. Right on. Hey, Lady Spellbreaker, real talk, because right now, even in this retrograde that we in this Venus retrograde, man, it's so much. I'm jumping ahead of myself. But just know, some of y'all, the energy that y'all are carrying, the lineage y'all are carrying, the bloodline that you are walking around with is very distinct. It comes from a different tree. Y'all feel me? You're not what I'm telling you. They know your codes when you're born. They take your blood. They take your fingerprints, your footprints. If a person who's studied can look at your hand as an adult and tell you certain things about yourself, don't you think a person can look at your hand as a child, as an infant, and tell certain things about you? Right. Don't you think they can look at certain markers in your blood and see who you are? Because you got certain junk DNA that hasn't connected yet, and it won't connect until you come into a certain level of consciousness or maturity, called the age of maturity. Which is why we even talk about, the difference between children and adults. That adults shouldn't be mingling with children in certain ways, if you know what I'm saying. Which I ain't gonna even get into, because that's gonna end my whole life. Y'all feel me? Like, y'all gonna see me spontaneously combust. Y'all really gonna see my kundalini go just doom if I start talking about what's happening to our children. Like that alone, just Anyway, so as we are on this journey, we finding out who we are. Some of us are finding out that we're different beings than we even thought we were, right? We're finding out that our blood goes way back to ancient times. Some of y'all are anchoring in Atlantean DNA now, or activating, I should say. Some of y'all are activating y'all Lemurian DNA because y'all are knowing who y'all are. And as you do this, it all comes back online. You're able to pull in those solar codes, those cosmic codes that allows you to be the best version of yourself. And as a matter of fact, to be the only version of yourself, because you live in a multi-dimensionality field, a field of the multi-dimensionality. Y'all feel me? So across all these timelines, your soul has been fragmented across multiple timelines. And you pulling all this back together, remembering yourself, pulling it back, right? Let me get to comments real quick. Yep, absolutely 100. Thank you, niece. Let's see, RH goes back to Anunnaki. Exactly. Like, I'm O negative. I'm negative, and I don't give my blood. They be like, you got the most precious blood, the oldest blood. I know. No, you're not getting my blood. You're not gonna pull my markers out and then learn how to manipulate humanity, like they did Henrietta Lacks. Like I was talking about last time. This is why now they got every single cure for you. This is what started the whole medical industry. Henrietta Lacks. It's real, y'all. It's real. Like, if y'all knew how precious you were, how precious your blood was, you wouldn't give it away. If you knew that was your currency, your blood is your blood. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Your blood is your born currency. It is the currency you're born with. You have inherited rights because you have blood running through your veins. Like, I'm gonna say this again because I feel like I hacked that up. You know what I'm saying? I said that a little bit backwards. But your blood is the currency that gives you the right to buy into this matrix. In other words, to be alive here, to be able to create out of your mouth. Your blood, life is in the blood. Your DNA, which is what you are chained to. They call it your DNA chain. You chained to this thing. Your blood is what you got, man. That's why That's why even in the Bible it says that your blood cries out when it's spilled unjustly. It cries out. And what does it cry out to? It cries out to the Lord or the law. Because some of y'all country, y'all know what I mean when you say, oh, Lord, oh, Lord, 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 Lawrd, Lord. Because see, the law is the Lord. The Lord of the land is the law. This is why they always trying to give y'all more laws, because they're your landlord. This is why you got to get your land back, so you ain't got no damn landlord. Oh, Lord. Y'all feel me? Bobby, yes, sir. What up, Bobby? See my boy in a minute. Hey, oh, blood. And y'all wonder why they be doing that, huh? Oh, man, it's immediate to everything. It's immediate to everything. They don't just do this stuff for nothing, yo. It got a reason to it. I'm telling you, I got a big reason to it. But as we transform, though, we're pulling our energy back. See, once you are conscious, or once you know, because to be conscious is to know, right? It is to be in the form of knowing or being a certain objective idea. That's consciousness. So if you are conscious of the fact that you got something within you that allows you to create this heaven realm on earth, if you got something inside of you and you're conscious of it, now you know that you can use it to create. Now you know that everything else they've been telling you is a lie. See, you've been manifesting, or you've been pulling energy from another man, from another being, and you've been festering on it, festering. And people wonder why they can't get over stuff, because you festering on things, because you manifesting instead of creating. Because if the spark is in you, then you should be creating after your own kind, right? Be fruitful and multiply, create after your own kind. That don't just mean physically, that means spiritually too. So, like I said, let's jump into this update real quick though. Kind of rattle on a lot, but hey, I'm glad all of y'all in there, man. Y'all chatted up. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw this out there. So, new moon, new you, right? New moon, new you. All right, so the storms are coming, y'all. The storms are coming. And when I say the storms are coming, I mean for like 2 months, I've been getting all these water signs. I've been getting, like, for example, like my bathroom flooded. I'm just like, what the heck? Kids come in there and go, Dad, water running everywhere. Okay. By the time I get done fixing that, I get outside, water hose busted, water everywhere. These storms have been coming from nowhere. And a lot of y'all live in areas, y'all know what I'm talking about, where these storms have been coming up and they've been torrential downpours, right? Well, that's a sign of the time. That's because now the storm is coming. Y'all probably heard Trump say this a couple of years ago, the calm before the storm. He knew the calm before the storm, because see, now the storm has come. The storm has come. Why? Because you have woken up. Real talk. The storm has come. The shit has hit the fan. Boom. Because you have woken up now. Them black sheeps, them chosen ones, they have now woken up to the fact that this whole transformation was going to be one way and one way only. It was going to be transformation by discomfort. Like your transformation wasn't going to be just happening and you just experiencing it like before. Like before, if y'all remember, like before 2017, before that first eclipse, we were kind of experiencing life as souls. We were just experiencing this thing, going through the changes, not really overly concerned with things. And then all of a sudden, 2017 happened. And see, we got knocked out of it. We got knocked out of it because there were certain things that they did before that to make sure that we were not conscious of what was going on. from 9/11, right? That whole deal, Twin Towers, affecting this whole journey that a lot of us were on a divine partner journey. Then we had the whole 2012 scare, right? Think about what I'm saying. All of these things they did to try to avert your consciousness from gaining a higher vibration. So now you've averted all that, you skated around all that, and now you're pulling it in, you anchoring it in. And as you're doing it, you know something now. There's something you didn't know before, because it ain't that you ain't supposed to have the money. It ain't supposed to be, it ain't that you ain't supposed to have the houses and anything like that. No, it was that you had to transform by emotional discomfort. Because see, only then would you know what it feels like for another human to be uncomfortable emotionally. Why? Because your mission is to heal. You're here to heal. You're here to be the healing you want to see. That's why you see it. You're here to be the healing that you want. That's why you're here to be it. That's why they told Ilshua, what did they tell him? Heal yourself. Heal yourself. Wait, what? Heal yourself? Why would they tell him to heal himself? I'm going to give y'all another gold nugget out of this, right? Why did they tell him to heal himself? Because he was sick. Wait a minute. Somebody is sick going around healing other people. Yeah. Because they're being the healing that they want to see. See, these are the lessons they hide from you guys. When you go back and look at it again, they mocked him and they said, go heal yourself. You such a good healer. You such a good doctor, man. You run around healing everybody else, bro. Go heal yourself. Do yourself a favor. So you now, as the healer, as the ones who went forth, as the black sheep of the family, now you get your healing. See, before the pouring out of wrath, there has to be a pouring out of provision. The ones who have done right, who have done what they're supposed to do, they get the provision first, yo. They don't get the ass whooping first. Are you kidding me? You went through the ass whooping. You did all that. Now you at the point where you saying, hey, I'm getting out of the conditioning of the old program. Why? That old program was telling you things about yourself that you know wasn't true. Now that old program that said you a failure, you ain't never gonna be nothing. You're gonna be just like your daddy or your mama, right? Whatever the programming was that was coming from the matrix, that was only out to steal your soul. Man, I gotta say that again. Whatever the programming was from the matrix that was out to steal your eternal soul has now been quieted. It now has to give back to you what it took from you. So claim you back. Self-love, man. This whole time right now, the transformation by the discomfort, all it is right now is the reconciliation of your past and your future selves. There can only be one. There can only be one you. There can only be one God in your temple, right? That's what that means. There can only be one God. Not that out here, there could only be one God, because that's impossible. See, this is what oh man. See, this is what they did to mankind. See, mankind had many gods, because each god represented a different function of consciousness, just like a star. So a star represents a different function of consciousness. And when you know this, you can look at that star and you will think about that form of consciousness. And you will inhabit it. You will become it. Why? Because you are meditating on it. You are seeing it. This is what it's all about. This is what religion is, y'all. This is what religion is. They've taken the concepts that are true and factual, that equate back to the laws of the universe, and they have used it against humanity to program your mind so that you could never rise above a certain frequency or vibration. So they got their frequency fence there to keep holding you down. So when I say that the transformation by emotional discomfort is here, I mean that literally you have to now learn to look at the discomfort that you're going to have and accept it and walk through it. It's called walking through the fire, right? I mean, it's Shaka Khan right now. Through the fire, to the limit, through the, right? Go through that wall. Go through that wall. Be on fire. Because now, right now, y'all, from the new moon, I think it's the third day since the new moon, right? Right now, all the way to 9/9, through the Lion's Gate, to the solstice, you have the authority. And you've always had the authority. You've always had the authority. So I don't want to act like you ain't have the authority. But right now, you have the energy. You are in position. That's even better. You're in position to pull in, to anchor in all of the old soul aspects that you lost due to being harvested. Your soul energy being harvested. And for the new people, I know I got a lot of new subscribers. Yo, let me tell you this. Harvesting, just real quick. When you are being harvested, you usually are in a very emotional circumstance. So crying, anything that puts you in a state where you're just crying uncontrollably and you're being drained of this energy, that is harvesting. Sex, masculine. You ejaculate. As soon as you ejaculate, you're exhausted, aren't you? You're tired. You just got harvested of your energy. There's so many ways, but worry and stress is one of the main ways your energy gets harvested. And so you got to be careful, because I'm going to say it this way. Yea, yes, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Thy rod and thy staff comfort me. Rod and staff is indicative. I want y'all to go back to Egypt with this mentality. Rod and staff, right? I'm protected because I got what I need to hook and to defend, ward off, all of that to bring me into a different energetic vibration. So I'm walking through this valley where my soul, my very soul, is being hunted and preyed upon. And there were times that you lost. There were times that you took L's. I gotta say this, man. Everybody think they were just the most beautiful people in their past lives, or even in their now incarnated lives, because past lives are running parallel to what you're doing right now. Trust me. This is why there can only be one. There can only be you. And you got to kill yourself off those other timelines, because they are figments of your imagination. They're part of your nation. You are a whole nation, bro. You are a whole nation. That's how many timelines you were spread out across. You are a whole nation by yourself. But I digress a little bit. So right now, the transformation by the emotional discomfort we've been going through this lifetime is now going, it's about to pay off. It's about to pay off, because this is about to be a grand awakening of earth angels, like the ones that were sent to protect the earth, to be here and anchor in this consciousness for humanity, to pass on the conscious flame, or should I say that backwards too, to pass on the flame of consciousness. That's what I'm trying to say. So we've been doing all this DNA work, right? There were times we were getting our ass kicked all over the place. We didn't know what was going on. We just knew we had to keep marching on. But now Now, we've marched. We've got to the place now. We passed the mile marker, right? Remember on my last update, we talked about this. We hit the save button. Bloop, bloop. We'll never go back. You will never go back from this moment. Y'all hear me? Like, I don't care how many times you say you mess up from this point, right? You trip and fall, and you lose all your rings, you lose all your points, all your cool points, they're gone. Bling, bling, gone. If you had to reincarnate, you'll never reincarnate back into what you just healed and created. Ever. When you healed it this time, you did it for good. Like, yo, that's what's so significant about being here right now and being the generational curse breaker. Being that chosen one, being that one that's on the battlefield for your blood lineage, right? So now that you've accepted that fact, you've crossed that bridge, man. You've done it. You've done it. Now you get to pull it back in. It's yours. It's yours. This is like Christmas time. And I hate using that word because it means mass of the Christ or the death of the Christ, right? And y'all are the Christed ones. We are all of the Christed ones, or the ones that hold the crystals within, the Christos, right? So the Christos Dominos Christos. I think that's the way, Dominos Christos, the dominant crystalline frequency of vibration within you. So you're the one holding this. So now that you know who you are, you can reconstruct your whole timeline. Like, I get excited about this. Because this is the time we've been waiting on. Like past lifetimes, we tried to do this, but the energy wasn't present. The consciousness wasn't present. The stars are consciousness, y'all. I got to say this. The stars are consciousness. They're forms of consciousness. They're light. Don't fall for the betrayal and the tricks. Like that old Piscean age is over, where they had you bound and tied to another fish. Like, even on my arm, one of my tattoos, I don't know if y'all can see it. Like, I got the Pisces fish. See that? It's free. It's not bound. It's not bound anymore. Because the fish is free to swim upstream or downstream. That is the beauty of the age of Aquarius. The water's being poured out. Where were those fish swimming? Metaphorically, those fish were swimming in the cistern of Aquarius. And they've been poured out. Poured out. You've been poured out. And because you are the spirit of source, you are the spirit that's being poured out upon mankind. Isn't it beautiful, y'all? You are the spirit that is being poured out upon all mankind. Because you are the bringers of the knowledge of self-love. Because if you can't love yourself, ain't no damn way you're going to love somebody that look just like you. Because you don't even love yourself. Come on, let's be real about it, right? Let me get a drink real quick. So, back to this update. We talked about the transformation by the emotional discomfort we've been going through. So we're transforming by that. So accept it. Accept it. It is what it is. You're going to be a little uncomfortable with some of the things you're going to go through. Okay. But then you have this reconciliation of your past and your future. Because now you are anchored into your present moment. You're right here, right now. And you ain't going nowhere. You know this is the present. This is the gift. To be conscious right now in this moment. That is the gift. Because you can now write the script for the future. You are the actor on stage, portraying or acting out your scene. Like, for example, somebody piss you off, they get mad, right? Y'all get into an argument. What's the first thing you say to that person? Why are you acting like that? Why are you acting like that? Right? You're saying that because they are portraying, they're imaging out what they have seen. This is the psychosis of humanity. This is the vicious cycle we're trying to end, because they are imaging out or imagining out their actions. In other words, the very things that they saw with these eyes, they're now acting out. They're portraying it. So some of us are doing a portrayal of our toxic mothers, men, toxic portrayal of our toxic mother, men. We got to stop it, y'all. But like I said, now that we're coming out of this energy, we're now able to transform it and transmute it. So now we're going to be walking in the beauty of our divine mother, not the toxicity of our earth mother. Because I am. Right? Je suis the light of the world. I am the light of the world because I am that thing that I am. I am the thing that I act out. I am that thing that I say I am. Therefore, I do what that thing does because I am it. If I am love, then I act out love. Therefore, you can only receive love. Therefore, I can only give love. And then I can only receive love. So I have not because I ask not. And I ask not because I didn't know. But now that I know, I'm about to glow. For sure. Bars. No, I'm just playing. I'm playing. But let me see. Let me get over this. I haven't even looked at y'all comments. My bad, man. I've just been kind of giving this update. But yeah, but we all are coming into these different aspects like that way. Master all 12 aspects of each sign to become the 13th warrior. Christ mind of Ophiuchus. And boom, there it is. There it is. Arrow shot to the heart, Cupid, baby, right there. Mastering all 12 aspects of the zodiac allows you to become the 13th warrior, the 13th sign, the snake bearer, or the one who can bear the life force energy, the kundalini energy, because it's also connected to the 12 cranial nerves. These are the 12 disciples. So you have to discipline all 12 nerves, which are all 12 aspects of yourself, which are all 12 of the zodiac signs, which makes you the 13th apostle, because there were 13, not 12. He told you guys he had a father. He said, I'm not God. I have a God, right? So he was the 13th. It makes you the completion, the foundation on which you can rebuild yourself. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Exactly. Mary Magdalene's 13 because she bore the snake, or she had his children. Man, this goes deep, y'all. I'm telling you, this goes hard. This goes hard. She bore his children. She bore the snake. Y'all get me? She took the seed and she bore that seed out. So, as we are going through this, to finish up real quick, y'all, we're experiencing destruction. So we're getting towers. And as we're getting these towers, we got to remember that the whole upper vibration of this whole thing is consciousness. Us gaining vibration in consciousness. That's what it's all about. Don't forget that. because these towers falling. We want to take that higher road. We want to take that narrow path, not the wide path. So therefore, when these towers start falling, just remember they're meant to fall. We're meant to experience this destruction because we are the witnesses. We are the two witnesses. Spirit saying I got to explain that. We are the two witnesses that the Bible speaks of. You have a left eye and a right eye. We are the two witnesses. We view everything with two hemispheres. You are the two witnesses. The divine feminine and the divine masculine are the two witnesses that were killed and laid dead in the streets. And everybody watched as the masculine was destroyed. Everybody watched the feminine laid dead in the streets, naked, raped of her truth and her honor. How the feminine went from being the muse of the man. How the feminine went from being the goddess, the queen, even Foxy Mama in the 70s, Sweet Thing in the 80s, to now we go, bitch, hoe. What is that? What it was the death of the divine feminine. It was her last breath. But now, Mama's come back and she's revised. And Mama is now standing in that place showing us what that true divine feminine energy looks like. And there's a group of us masculines that's been anchoring this in for a minute. We've been anchoring this in for a minute. And we know that now it's time for us to change this whole paradigm. We know this as masculines. And a lot of us just didn't know what we was going to do. But see, now this reconciliation of the past and future timelines. See, the past timelines, when the feminine, when the divine mother was present and she was goddess, she was empress. And she ran society and it was okay. To go from that timeline to this timeline where the patriarchy runs everything and it ain't as good as it's supposed to be because they're doing it in toxic femininity out of hurt consciousness, the old paradigm, right? They're recreating this. But so many CMEs are coming in to kind of move on with this. The CMEs are coming in. They're restoring you. Get out in the sun, receive a lot of this energy because it's being restored to you. This is all solar codes, y'all. Like I said, chosen bloodlines are waking up. Earth angels are waking up. These guardians whose souls vibrate with the true flame of consciousness are waking up. They were born for this purpose. And now they are grounding into their true purpose. And a lot of y'all are that too. You're feeling this new energy as your vibrations are rising. As you are holding yourself to a different standard. Because you know that you have to live up to a certain expectation. And that expectation is yours because it's your dream. See, we're taking back over the dream space now. We're taking that back over because we are living in it. We're living out our very being. And that's where this energy is taking us right now, all the way to 9-9. It's taking us right there to where we can have transformation from the old to the new. From the old to the new. But it's an inner fight. It's an inner fight, y'all. It's an inner fight. It's fear versus love. I'm telling you, it's fear versus love. The decisions you're going to have to make coming up is fear versus love decisions. Fear, let me put it this way. Your fear decisions, like let's say you have a choice to leave one job and go to another, but your fear is telling you you may not make as much, things will be a little bit different. Your love is telling you you should go there because it's going to be something amazing, something you'll be able to change your whole life with, right? Which one you going to listen to? Fear or love? Follow the love. The fear is meant to just keep you trapped. And it's going to come in sneaky ways, y'all. It's going to come in sneaky ways. But remember what I said earlier. You are the I am. You are the I am. You are the Yesu. Right? Remember, you are the I am. It hasn't changed. It's just a different testimony or a different way of telling you that you are I am. From Moses all the way up, it's always been the same. What I'm telling you right now, it's always been the same. And it ain't going to change. Some of us are going to write about these times we in right now. Y'all feel me? Like, y'all are the ascendant masters. Some of you all are the ascendant masters. You're the next ones that the people of earth are going to be talking about. They're going to be speaking your names because you've ascended in such a high vibratory way that you affect the consciousness of humanity, and they're going to be talking about you. Some of you are ascending into your angelic bodies. You're going to be guardians responsible for certain consciousnesses over humanity. We all have our different parts to play, y'all. I'm telling you, it's very intricate. But you are the ones you've been waiting on, and this time is proving it because we're waking up to who we truly are and how we need to remember ourselves, and that we are the ones that are raising the vibration by just being us. Just by being us. That's awesome, man. Just by being us. Not being anything different than what you came here to be. You're raising the vibration. So if it's music, your gift gonna make room for you. If it's teaching, your gift is going to make room for you. Whatever it is, you're here to make a difference and to live by your standard. You're born for this purpose, to live by your standard. Ground this in. Ground this in. You are the transfiguration. And as you transform yourself right now into what you see, you will have the next 18 years, guys. We're entering a new 18-year cycle. Venus retrograding right now. We're entering a new 18-year cycle. And if you create it right now, you're going to be doing what you love in high prosperity, especially when you're doing it for the betterment of humanity. Secret. If you really want to prosper, whatever you do, do for the betterment of humanity. And you're going to prosper in this age, because that's what this age is about. It's the age of humanity. It's about us coming together. This is why we got new soul groups. This is why we went through all this, y'all. We went through all this for a reason, man. I'm telling you. So, like I said, as you guys are gathering this newness in, this new version of self, because like I said, the inner fight is going to be fear versus love, new versus old, because the new you don't know. You know, but you don't, because you're living by faith. And as you allow the higher self to come in and join in union. Like, and that part too, we're all going into union, right? But we have to have the union of the higher self with the physical body first. So the higher self is coming right down to reside right here in the temple. Now, God or goddess will sit in the temple on the throne, being God, because you are aware and you are conscious to who you are. You are the driver of this vehicle, no one else. And now you're claiming it back as yours, and you're able to live it out as yours. That's what's so beautiful. That's what's so beautiful, y'all. So I think that's about everything. I didn't really read too many of the comments. Oh yeah, there was one more thing. Star chakra. We're having a major star chakra activation over these next 30 to 45 days. We're going to be having a major star chakra intervention, pretty much, where all this energy is going to be interjected into there. This is the path of divine love. I'm just telling you, with these chakra activations, you're going to be coming into a wisdom of self. You might be seeing 4, 7, of course, 11, 10, 17. There was another number I can't think of right now. I should have wrote this down. But divine wisdom is coming, is what I'm saying. This star chakra is opening for us to receive this influx of divine wisdom. And it's going to be in the areas that you've had the most struggle. So if you're struggling with self-image, right, this divine wisdom of self is going to come into gnosis. It's going to come into being. And you're going to be able to now anchor that in and use it to your advantage. And the point of all of this, guys, the point of all of this is to be able to know where to place the energy that is coming in. Because I can tell you all day, energy update, hey y'all, bunch of energy about to come in, anchor it in. How do I anchor it in? What do I do with that? Right? This is what you do with it. You take it and you put it towards the inner self. So the burst of energy that you get, man, focus on self. Write out your decrees. Write out your script. You are the actor on the stage of your life. Don't give it to nobody else no more, y'all. You don't have to. You can create abundance with your own talents and abilities. You just have to believe it and know it. But the moment you do it, you're going to get some resistance to it. You already know this. So receive the resistance and go with it. All right. I'm going to read some of y'all comments. If y'all got any questions, hit me up. That's about it for the update. I hope that really helps you guys. Let's see. Let me go back up a little bit. Georgie, what's good, man? Really grateful to be in divine masculine energy. Thank you, Deke, as always. Hey, you are so welcome. You are so welcome. Because this is what we're doing now. This is what we're doing now. We're a community. We're a community. We were never alone, ever. You know, we pull from the same source. All of us pull from the same source. We're all one. And that is what we're really coming back into, George, is understanding that we're all one. But I thank you so much for being here and being a part of this movement that where we are now becoming the prominent voice in this place. We're now being that change that we've been wanting to see, that we've been begging for. You know, that's the thing about it. When you're begging for, hold on a minute, when you're begging for rights, you are giving up your liberty. Because if you have the liberty, you can go do whatever you want to do. Right? As long as it brings harm to no other. But when you're begging for rights, you're begging for freedoms, that means you are a captive. By clear definition, you're a captive. And if you're a captive, well, there was information that came a while ago to set the captives free. And the captives have been set free a very long time ago. And there's no reason for us to be held captive by our chains. What are those chains? Those chains are the old consciousness that has kept us bound to the old timelines and reincarnation cycles and wheels of energy that harvested us and made us feel less than. And we lived by those. And we died by those. But now we no longer have to die by them. We no longer have to die by them. Now we can live by the universal laws and the universal truths, right? Let me see. Thank you for extending into Lighten the Collective. Freestyle Inspirations 101. Yeah, you're so welcome. Like, once again, it is truly my pleasure where I get to do this. I don't have to, I get to. And it's truly my pleasure to get to do it. I was put here for this purpose, so it's living out my purpose, living out my design, which is what I love. Because even if you get into human design, a lot of us were created for a certain purpose. We have a certain energy that vibrates within us that we're meant to give to the collective, because the collective is a collective for a reason. They were collected or harvested. Gotta say that again. The collective was collected and harvested and used for soul energy. Now you are ascending out of the collective back into your soul group. Do y'all feel me? This is real talk. Some of y'all were in the collective being harvested, being taken advantage of, being used for your money, for your love, for your mental energy, for your mental stability. All of these things, you were being harvested and used for them. Then you woke up and you saw the cycles. You saw the cycles. You was like, man, every time, why I always got to attract this same dude? Why I got to attract this same woman? Every time. You woke up to the cycle. And when you woke up to the cycle, you woke up to the harvesting of your soul energy. And when you woke up to that, you said no more. You stop hanging around those people. You stop doing the same things. And then you start waking up to that you are. That's it. You woke up to the fact that you are. Saying it in the presence, I am. You woke up to the fact that you exist. You exist. That's what you woke up to. You exist. So now that you know that you exist, what are you going to do with it? See, that's the key now. You got it, but what you going to do with it? What you going to do with your existence now? You got an existence. You woke your soul up. That means you exist now. That means I am. I am conscious. I'm awake. I'm here. I'm je suis or je suis. Jesus, they call it. I am that I am. So if I'm je suis and I am, then je suis rich. See, it was all written in code. It was all hidden in code, y'all. That name above any other name. The name above any other name. The name that is sung about from one side of the world to the other. Feel me on this. Because, see, I went to seminary. I didn't went and did all of this, yo. I was going to be the youth minister in a church that had like 60,000 people. I've done that. I already know what it feels like and all that, right? So when I tell you this, I'm telling you from experience. This name has so much power. So much power because everyone has put their consciousness into it. They've given a part of their soul to, they've cried, they've bled, man, they've died over this name. Yeah, this name got power. Are you tripping? Of course it do. But only if you got the key. Only if you got the key to unlock the mystery that was set before the foundations of the world. The lamb that was slain before the foundations of the world was set in their place. Because you were slain before you came here, because you are the I am. You are the presence that is here right now. They gave up your riches and glory to be here right now, to be counted as one, to be chosen, to speak these words to humanity. Do y'all feel me? This is who you are. When I say wake up to who you are, I'm not talking about, oh, I'm just a creator and oh, I can manifest these awesome things. No. When DK says this, when I say this, remember who you are. What I am saying is, remember that you are the god or goddess that sits in the temple of this body, the temple, the temples. You sit there. And you are the god or goddess of this body that is able to determine the direction for which this life, this time, how it will be spent and used. You feel the power? So if you determine that you're going to use your authority, your power to bring justice and love to the world, you're a good God. You're a good goddess. Because you have brought something to the world. Ah, formidable. Yeah. Je suis ascended de soufre. Exactly. Because the I am is the conscious form of you. The I am is the conscious form of you. That's the only thing you taking up out of here is your I am. That's it. That's it. And when you know this, when you got this key, see, let me tell you, the keys that were taken, right? The keys that were taken to hell, to the gates of hell. What were they? Anybody know? What were those keys? What were the keys that were taken? What were the keys that Jesui took? That he took and he says, I died and I went to hell and I prevailed and now I got the keys. That to death, hell, and the grave. Yep, death is the key. Denise, girl, you got it. You got it. Tread bon, tread bon, tread bon. That's it. Death was the key. He had to die to that version of himself of the hell and be born into the heaven. So he told Nicodemus. Nicodemus said, what I got to do? He said, you got to be born again. Nicodemus said, can I go into my mother's womb again and be born again? Can I go into my mama tummy and do it over again? Bro, what you talking about? What you talking about? I can't go into mama tummy and be born again. The death that I speak of is not the sleep. See, you got to die to self because you got to learn to love yourself. You don't even know who you are. You were given an identity. You were given a name. You were told this is what you were going to do. And you did it. You did it. You did it so good. You were amazing at doing it. Why? Because you are a manifester. You're a creator. That's why you were awesome at doing it, and you did it. When you are being reborn, you're coming into this consciousness of yourself. You're coming into this truth. And when you come into this truth, this is what you're made of now. Spirit and truth. You're no longer flesh and blood because you don't care about the flesh and blood no more. You care about the spirit and the truth. That's all you care about. Protecting your spirit and handing out truth and only receiving truth. This is the rebirth. You're reborn through the waters. Living waters. Living waters. But anywho, I say all that to say this. Now that we are getting out of the condition of that old programming, we no longer have to carry it out, right? But the old programming told you wasn't worth it. The old program told you that you wasn't good enough. And now you realize that all of that manifesting and creating you did, all of that you did it. But you did it through manipulation of your mind. Your mind was manipulated. Forgive them. They know not what they do. They don't know what they're doing until you're reborn. Now, once you're reborn, you know what you're doing. Now it's accounted to you for unrighteousness, not sin. Sin is illusion. When you're living in your sin, you're living in your illusion. When you're living in unrighteousness, you just ain't right. You just do mean, evil shit. You know what I mean? All right, so, but you got to become like a child, though, to enter the kingdom of heaven. You have to become like a child. So, letting all of the old abandonment go, allowing your imagination to be free of all of the old programming that wants to pull you back into the lower program, into lower frequencies. Now you're being programmed for divinity. This is why, like flesh and blood, you don't really, it matters because we're here, but that's not the end all be all. Y'all know it's about that spirit and that truth. This soul game, overcoming it, right? Being that higher image of yourself. How do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself being? These are questions that you should be asking your soul, coming into union with your higher self, because now that window wide open. The windows of heaven are open, and a prospering is being poured out, y'all. It's being poured out to whomever God has done the work and can receive it. You're going to receive a huge part of yourself back that you forgot even existed because it was lost through previous incarnations. Right, niece? You got to become as a child. Take back the inner child healing, because that is what they attacked. That's what they were after. That is so real right there. They're hurting your inner child day after day to keep you out of the heaven that you are looking for. Every day, for people caught up in the cycle, not for the ones who are getting out of it, but I'm just kind of explaining that cycle. It's injuring your inner child, the freedom, the liberation. Like, think about when you was a child and all you want to do is go outside and play, and your mom or your dad or your guardian says, go outside, you can play. God, it was like a herd of elephants. You just bust out the door. You're so happy to play. You're free. And your imagination starts running, and every toy you see, it's a different perspective timeline that you can imagine. This is where you got to be right now. You're free. You can run out right now and achieve your wildest dreams by accessing that inner child, that healing, that the work you've been doing. This is why. That inner child should be ready to go and be free and deliver to the world the highest version of you. And going to be doing it through that transformation, that pain, all that pain you had, bringing you to that highest level. That's where it's at right now. But yeah, for real, because we're hitting a different level right now. I'm telling y'all, if you can access it and you can anchor it in, it's going to be so amazing for you, because it's going to transform you from now until April of next year, which is the start of the year. Because right now, I think this is the 4th month of the year. You know, I don't go by January, February, March. I go by spring, right? By the spring equinox, beginning of the year. So you get into, you know, the 4th, 5th, and 6th months of the year, that brings a different energy, 3, 6, 9. And then vibrate up to 12, becoming the 13th, which is why we have 13 moons. So anyway, just kind of throwing that out for y'all. You know what I mean? Just know when you see this energy coming, man, don't let it get you. Don't let it cut your feet out from up under you, because it is powerful, but it's meant to transform you. So soak it in, anchor it in, push it up, because your body's going to respond the same. Remember, your mind is being reprogrammed. Your body is going to have the same biological responses that it had before. So it's like if you're addicted to a certain substance and you want to get off that substance, and then you decide you're off of it, it doesn't mean your body has decided. You now got to fight the good fight of faith, right? So therefore, know that when this energy comes in, be ready to transcend it, to transmute it, to take it, to use it to take you to the highest level instead of allowing it to use you, right? So that's where we at with it. That's where we at with it, y'all. But I think that's about all I got. Let's see. Anybody got any questions, man, before I get out of here on this update? New moon, new you, new timelines, y'all. I'm so crunk because this is the time we've been waiting on. And they try to promote fear, right? They trying to, should I say this? Yeah, I think I should say it. Y'all, I got to figure out how to say this because I don't want it to be, damn, see, I hate this because I'm a real divine masculine. Like, I just want to say what I want to say and be like, hey, this is what it is, right? But I also know, you know what I'm saying? They'll cut your freaking shit. They'll start hitting my live, man. Every time I start talking about this stuff, it's like they be hitting that button on the live or something. I always imagine that's a button. The same one that they do with CERN. You know what I mean? So that's why I usually don't talk about this stuff except for in a different video. But real talk, the new is coming, and they always got some type of countermeasure for our incoming consciousness. So I'll say that again. The ones who are controlling society right now, who barely hanging on by like a fingertip to the consciousness of society, because we're taking over, they always got this auxiliary plan, our plans, to stint or stop our growth in consciousness every time they know that there's no influx of conscious energy is coming in. So they understand the metaphysical world, whether we do or not, right? So the CMEs, right? The explosions that are coming from the sun, the solar storms, started our solar awakening. And now that these energies are picking up, we're getting solar storms all the time now. They are spraying more. They are putting up more frequency barriers, frequency fences, right? With aluminum that's stopping the actual magnetic waves from coming in. But we are hitting a new magnetic stride Like when I say the divine feminine energies coming in, y'all gotta understand. I'm speaking of this. I'm saying that these energies that are coming in, they are now bringing us to this point where um, our divine feminine energy is so real. Like I can't even explain how much more magnetic energy we're going to have. We're going to be able to attract, because what does the feminine energy do? It attracts, it magnetizes, right? So now um our telepathic communication, the way we've been doing it, the divine blueprints, they're becoming actualized. Like we're really feeling this. Like there's actually telepathic communication going on. I don't know if y'all been feeling this, but the new moon we had, um, it was connected to those energies, to the divine masculine and feminine energies, and coming back to our true self, coming home. We're coming home to one another. And now this merging process is fully completing and happening. And I didn't plan on going into the twin flame energy because I've been kind of going through some, like, a whole bunch of transition. But for you guys who want it, I'll go ahead and throw that out. Just let me know if you guys want to hear about the masculine feminine energy that's going on right now, and I'll give y'all update on that, because that's real, man. The reflection energy is real, and it's not a bad mirroring. It's an amazing mirroring that's happening. But what we're doing right now in the collective, in the group, we are reflecting each other's trauma to each other for healing. So we're being the bad guy to each other for healing. So we all know this. If you have a karmic, then that means you are a karmic too. So we're being karmics to each other for the purpose of healing. We're reflecting this energy to each other. And it's like it rip your heart out, man. Like it'll rip your heart out, because now source is saying no more play, no more games. We are transcending this energy. So it's going to bring you in, have you open up, just so it could do open heart surgery on you. I'm just telling you, man, transformation by emotional discomfort. You got to feel me. So if you guys are going through this journey, you're experiencing it too, because you're experiencing the igniting of your true flame. The high heart up here is igniting our whole spirit within, so that we can actually bring that kundalini energy up, that life force energy up, where I talk about the light body. You know how the first, it starts with integrating the shadow. When we integrate the shadow, then we integrate the higher self. When we integrate the higher self, we're supposed to start anchoring in through our star chakra, which right now is all about wisdom and love, bringing in that divine wisdom and love energy of self. Then we're able to start accessing this light body and start bringing this light body into consciousness, which means you start glowing again like a hue man is supposed to glow. Hue, light, man of light, right? So we are now receiving these activations, and that whole spirit is awakening through the star chakra. So we're no longer fragmented and separated from our true self. These CMEs, I think it was Monday. They affect us so much, guys. Thursday and Friday, we're going to get some more. And they always are affecting our souls, these solar winds. Consciousness is our new reality. Like, that's even better. Consciousness is our new reality. And if we're not living in that consciousness, we're not accessing that part of reality. So this is fully healing our cosmic selves. This is fully healing our soul tribes. This is fully healing our divine blueprints. The sparks that are within us are now ready to create the new timelines. Y'all feel me? This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. This is why we had to heal the mother wounds, y'all. This is why we had to heal the mother wounds. Right there. Right there. Let me see. For real. Yep. Divine DNA was good. For real. Don't wear sunglasses. It gives DMT. Yep. Get out in the sun. Soak it up. Changing one's inner dialogue is a must. Is a must. Silent and listen are spelled with the same. Ah, that's true. Yo, Dylan, that's Dylan's mom. That's that's nice. I like that. I didn't even realize that I'm reading. I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, oh my God, that is so true. Yo, that's dope. Let me see. I posted a self-care card on the community tab that came out and it was really so divine. Oh, lady spell. Girl. Let me see. Pretty Wing Magic. Oh my God, it's real. ASF. Ain't it? Ain't it? Yeah, Nisi, I'm telling you, it's fire, man. It's fire on us too. It's fire on us too. And yeah, we are. I'm telling you, it's burning out. It's purifying us, guys. This is the purge, the purification. That's why I say when you're getting purified, you can't necessarily complain about the things that are being purified because Source gave us a chance to purify ourselves. Honestly, judgment begins at the house of God. So at the house of the gods and the goddesses, that's where judgment is going to begin. So we were already told to clean out certain things, get rid of certain things. We didn't do it. So now Saturn goes retrograde, right? And Daddy comes in and be like, you get an ass whooping. You get an ass whooping. You get an ass whooping. Hey, you get a hug. You get a car. Come here. So once we go through all his energy, oh, we good. Just know who you are and what you had to let go will be gone. Because like I said, you will never, ever incarnate back into the mess you just healed like you have done every other previous lifetime. I can't say it, man. We've incarnated into the same shit over and over and over. Not even understanding what's going, just being harvested. Having our soul energy just ripped from us. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. But in Shira do, where Deek, as for body and flesh, feed the spirit. Stop eating. Girl, you going into some deep stuff now, talking about food. Stop eating the processed poisons and sugars. They are feeding you. Eat live, fresh foods and healthy waters and fluids for spirit, which you are. And Shira, yes, ma'am. I cannot explain. I cannot express how important what she just said is. I'm going to have to pin that, but I ain't going to do it right now because I'm in the middle of this. But seriously, guys, your cells hold the frequency of the food you eat. So if you eat GMO, they own you because you are a genetically modified organism. GMO, genetically modified organism. You are an organism with organs, and they're genetically modifying your organs to produce a different harmonic frequency. That harmonic frequency brings death and destruction. This is real talk. Like I tell people go, oh, I eat meat, man. I'm eating meat till I die. Hey, do you? I ain't tripping. But the lion will lay down with the lamb. You got to understand that. The lion will lay down with the lamb, and the lion's not going to try to eat the lamb. That has an esoteric meaning to it, metaphysical meaning to it, but it also has a 3D physical connotation to it. It has an application. So trust me, cycle out of that, them processed chemicals, man, because they can control those chemicals through vibration. Through vibration, they control those chemicals. So you see all the cell phone towers? See all of the satellites? All the microwave towers? They can control you through the frequency, and you wonder why you're mad. Wonder why you having all kind of issues during your monthly cycle. All that. They hitting you with the wave. They hitting you with the frequency, their frequency. Watch they live. Watch they live. And they'll tell you straight up. Tell you straight up. Let's see. Let me see. Let me read this. Y'all need to come over and get some of this fresh hummus. Oh, yes, sir. Oh, man. Oh, come on. The hummus. That's that good stuff right there. That's that good stuff. See, that's where we at. Because you know what? We got to learn to live. We got to learn to live with Mama Earth again. This is the gnosis that has been lost. Because when everything hits the fan, when the ones who have been governing your mental start to walk away and stop giving you the things that you once had, what are you going to do then? They've been governing your mental the whole time. So therefore, they have established the stage for which you're going to act on. They have told you what everything needs to look like on your stage. They have set the scene for you. So mentally, you got to wake up and realize that, no, I'm responsible for me. I'm sovereign. I'm a sovereign being. And if I'm not the one that's sovereign in this temple, why am I even in it? Why are you even here? Real talk. Real talk. Because now, I'm telling you, if you're not sovereign, they're going to take over. They have the right, because it's harvest time. If you are harvesting your energy back, that's rightly due you, what do you think they're doing? What are they doing to the energy that's rightfully due them? That's what I'm telling y'all, man. Let's see, the Stock Explorer. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Let's see. I use this device to get the word out. Use it in fact, read and share. Exactly. Like, no, don't get me wrong. You use the devices to your benefit. Absolutely not. Remember, this fight takes place in the air, in the cloud, right? There's a group of us that have been called to meet Christ in the air or in the cloud. Where do we save all of our stuff? In the cloud. We're fighting this war in the clouds, y'all. In the air. We're fighting the prince of the power of the air, or the one who has the power over the airways. Do y'all feel me? That's who we're fighting. The ones who have the power over the airways, the prince of the power of the air. And we have been called up to meet him in the air to fight this negativity. You're in the cloud. You're in the cloud. That's why I say, don't think that we're not using these devices for our benefit. I mean, they're portals. See, like even in that, understand a phone is a portal. It's a portal into your world. Right now, you have access to my world. And this is a portal that allows you to have access to my world. And I have access to yours through communication. This is a form of consciousness because we always have access to each other's worlds. We always have access to each other's consciousness. But anyway, real talk. Let me get through this real quick because I want to mention this. They always got some type of countermeasure they try to do against us when we're about to accelerate in consciousness. So I always look not through creation, but I look through OBE and meditation as to what they are trying to do. And they're getting ready to perform their second wave because we're getting our second wave of consciousness. So if you wait, hold on a second. Hi, if you use a legal name for any reason whatsoever, you only have yourself to blame. Fact. You shouldn't even have a legal name at this point. Like you shouldn't even, but you're right that way. You're right. But you guys shouldn't even have a legal name. Shouldn't even have a legal name. I don't even have a name. I am. Now the temple you looking at, y'all call that deep, right? That form of matter, right? But I don't have a name because I am. I take the form of whatever I say I am. Today I'm love. Tomorrow I can be your worst fear. I am that thing that I am. For as much propensity as I have for love, I have for anger and destruction also. Because I carry the law of destruction within me, and I call and carry the law of grace with me. So I am both. I am the light and the dark, right? I am. So it's a mind game. I get it, but I'm telling you, you gotta be mentally sharp because at any point they can pull you and anchor you back. They're gonna pull you. Let's see. The girl with no name from game. Exact. There it is. There it is, Lady Spellbreaker. Exactly. No name. Yep. Exactly. Let's see. I worked in the field of drug and alcohol, and I see it daily. I am fight exactly. And see, that's the real world work. You know, Denise, I'm glad you said that because a lot of us are now coming out of what we've done in the past because I've been shown the past is the past. We had to remember ourselves to know who we were and what we could accomplish so that we knew what to plan in the future because now we know who we were. So now we know what we are or what we can be. So remembering our past selves was only the way to bring us to this level of life, right? So now that we are fighting for the collective, but in the grassroots way, we're fighting for the collective in the grassroots way. And we're out there in the streets, in the byways, highways, whatever you want to call it. And we are bringing the change that we want to see because this is what a light worker is. Like most people will, most people think that you got to be the person out speaking or you got to have a YouTube channel or you don't have to do none of that. You can go work your light right where you're at every single day. Shine your light for the world to see. Bring in your spiritual nature to this world and fight that war. Fight that war in that fifth dimension. You don't fight it on 3D because we don't fight flesh and blood, right? We don't. So just remember that, guys. I mean, man, this is awesome. There it is. That right there, I just had to put that up. You're bound by your legal name. Just know that. You don't. I am not my name. I will say that 1,000,000 times. I am not my name. I am not that man. What did Peter say? They said, you know that man? He said, I don't know that man. I don't know what you're talking about. So Peter started cursing. Oh, sorry to do that. But yeah. So, I mean, like I said, we all out here, we fighting this fight, y'all. We fighting this fight and we're doing it for each other. We're doing it for the collective. Because if we're not, it's not being effective. We're not doing the real work. If the work we're doing right now is not consciously affecting or effecting the collective, those of us that have still been collected, they're still asleep. They're in the collective. They're in the collection of the matrix. I'm going to say this again. The collective, the reason why we go so hard, the reason why we do, people do tarot reads, they pull them out. They're doing this every day from their soul is because there are members of our soul collective groups that have been lost. There are members that are still asleep. That if they don't wake up, they're going to cycle out. Because this is the grand awakening. This is the grand union, the grand alignment of self, of you, the grand alignment of you. That's where we're at, right? So anyway, I thought I was thinking about pulling a card for you guys, but some keep trying to stop me from talking about what I was going to talk about. You know what I'm saying? But let's see. Do y'all still want to hear about that, or about the coming what I saw for coming for a collective, the second wave? All right. Let's see. Okay, so all right, so the second wave, you guys go look up Marburg. Go look up Marburg. Um and for this, they've already gotten a test that proves you have it and already have a jab for it. So the second wave that'll be coming. So you guys protect your I don't want to say immune system, because that's not really, gosh, I want to say this, but in other words, protect your immune system by bringing in more vitamins and minerals that sustain your heart. Okay. There's going to be heart weaknesses, and it's going to come on as fevers, right? And so that bull crap you buy from the stores is not going to work, because the fever is going to attack you through food. All right. So I'm trying to be very careful when I say, because I don't want people tripping and be like, I ain't eating nothing. I ain't eating nothing else no more. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying to you is simply this. The new wave that Bill Gates was talking about and said, oh, they'll believe the next one that'll come, ha ha ha, whatever, right? Okay. It's going to affect the heart, guys. And it's also going to affect the stability of the mind. And they already got a test for it. And I was led to this. I was just like, oh man, don't tell me this again. But so as we go into another eclipse year, that is going to bring about a huge grand awakening, huge, of earth angels, earth beings that are conscious of this being in which we live. That Marburg is coming. Marburg. So just look for it, because they're going to be throwing that at you with that same old thing. And I even saw them combining it, right? So people getting respiratory and heart issues. But like I said, that's just for those who want it. Receive it if you want to. You ain't got to receive it. Ain't no fear with it. I'm just sharing with you guys what I saw. I will be preparing myself, and I will make sure that I'm exercising and got my heart right, making sure I'm supplementing heart health, make sure I'm eating things that will not clog my heart. And salt, real salt, does not clog your heart. Real salt. You are the salt of the earth. Real salt does not clog your heart. All right. Let's see. I took no vaccine and never did a test. Good. Yep. Live food, non-surge, drinking water. Exactly. Because even if you have to live off of the neutrinos come from the sun. Look this up, y'all. Google this. Neutrinos. They are called nutrients when they get into the food. But the nutrients come from neutrinos, which come from the sun. Real talk. So let's see. Yeah, preparing. We have to break through that matrix of biofilm. Yep. bad bacteria with love and fear. That's right. That's right. That biofilm is real. It speaks to you guys. Like if you don't eat and your stomach starts growling, do you really think that's your stomach growling? I'm telling you, go on an extended fast and you will learn what true hunger is. You will learn what true thirst is. True thirst and hunger starts right in here. And it emanates down to your esophagus, right below your diaphragm. That's true thirst and hunger. When your stomach is just growling, feed me, Simo. You better do a parasite cleanse. You better do a parasite cleanse. Because I'm telling you, it will talk to you. There's entities inside of you, man. It's parasitic structures. Just like there are parasites in the astral realm. When I go and I do astral work for people, there's parasites eating on their light body. And I have to cleanse those off. Well, there's a real world example of it too. As above, so below. As within, so without. Y'all feel me? Cleanse your body of these parasites, guys, mentally and physically. Do not let these life forms live off of you no more. You don't stop. As a matter of fact, stop creating the old timelines by confessing and giving life to these thought forms that belong in the old. Seriously, we got to stop that. We speak the curses on ourselves now. They don't even speak them on us no more. Half of us don't watch TV. Half of us don't talk to nobody but except other ascended beings. So why are we still energetically low as a group? As a group, we still are speaking things on ourselves, guys. We still living out the old timelines by giving them energy, So we got to make sure we get off of that. We got to make sure we get off of that. Oh, that's nuts. Let me see. Yes, sir. Right there. Yep. That's right, Bobby. Right there. All beta testing. And I say that twofold too. Beta testing in the way of let's see what happened, and beta testing in the way to see who's a beta and who's an alpha. Dividing line. Know how many people still asleep, how many people still awake. That's half the reason they tell us all of this stuff. Honestly. They put out all of this and they go, children are being kidnapped and raped. And they sit back and they look to see how many people really going to give a damn and how many people really going to step up and do something. And then how many people just going to talk about it but not be about it. So we got to realize that when they're telling us these things, they're telling us these things for us to act. Because there's a karmic vibration that comes back for those who are here for the purpose to stop this shit, but don't stand up to say anything about it. There's a karmic vibration that comes back for that. Those of us who know we're here to stop it. But we just say that one, two little thing and we move on with it like it's cool now. Telling y'all, man, where we live is real. And we are sending up out of here, but we better be about the mission. We better be about the job and not about how much money we can get, who necessarily is our divine partner and all of that. Everything's coming, y'all. But keep working on that self-love. Keep working on that self-love because that was it. I'm going to put this up here real quick. Because, like this is what I do. I eat maybe one time a day. Maybe. And when you eat one time a day, your body can process through all of that, all of the toxins, all of everything. And if you're eating clean, you really going to be cleaning out some impurities. I don't remember this exact amount of time, but I want to say it takes 3 to 5 years of consistent water fasting to cleanse your body of over 10 years of gunk. That's real. So that means you got stuff in you from 10 years ago. Your body's still trying to get out if you do not fast and cleanse your body out. Like, that's real, y'all. I'm telling you, it affects your mind and your decision making because these parasites and these beings inside of you are making decisions for you. They are sitting as God in there telling you what to do. And you're supposed to be the god and goddess of your temple. So make sure you guys are cleaning out your body. Make sure you're preparing for this change that's coming. These CMEs, like today and yesterday, I think it was 107, 108 degrees where I'm at. 108. Wait till we get about 125 to 130. Y'all think I'm playing. Wait till the solar blast really start hitting up and they get about 125, 130. They spraying all they want to try to keep their little, frequency fence up and their deflector shields from spraying aluminum and barium in the air, killing us, killing the body. But it's still gonna hit like a 10-pound hammer, man. That's why they digging deep. They trying to get deep in there. But your anointing protects you. Your anointing protects you. Like I said, that's why we're going through all this transition. It's not for naught. Right, Bobby? Like crazy, man. They out there machine gunning it. I think I saw like 7-8 planes the other day. Just spraying. And like I said, I am almost certain now that it's just drones. I don't even think it's people no more. I think it's drones. Like from the haze, like I can look out my window right now, it's just a dingy haze out there. And they're doing it all over the place because we're closer than what we think. You hop on a plane, they're going to take you from one place to another. You're going to have a 4-hour layover. Then they're going to take you to another place. You're going to have a 2-hour layover. Then finally you get to your destination. If you're traveling overseas, right? We are so much closer than what we think. So much closer. And they keep telling us we this far away from each other. And man, we are so close to each other, it's ridiculous. But it's our belief that we are separated and we're far apart. It's our belief in these boundaries and these country lines and all it is that keeps us bound. So yeah, I'm telling you. But yeah, so let's see. Yeah, Bobby, lingering haze, absolutely. Nicole, yeah, man, real talk. I'm gonna put that up there because Bobby did say that. I didn't see you, Bobby. My bad. Yeah, exactly. It's like y'all see Bobby, like he said. Let me find that comment, Bobby, because I want to put it up there. There it is. So Bobby has said this while I was talking, and that's confirmation. This lingering haze in the sky, guys. This is all that stuff they're spraying. I'm telling you, they're trying to dumb you down, and you just got to get it out of your body. They're trying to affect the throat chakra, the crown chakra, and the star chakra, connecting with our higher selves, because now the windows of heaven are open, and the prosperings are coming out. They're coming out. Put that right there for you, Bobby. Yep. 3 hours. I'm telling you. 3, maybe 4. Maybe 4. Maybe 4. And that's at a slow cruising speed. Like, y'all don't even understand how close we are. Like, man, it's nuts. And all of it because they don't want us melanated beings getting home. Man, this is crazy. This is crazy. Let me see. You know what? I'm going to see something real quick on this program that I got. I want to see if I can pull this up because I want to see if I can share this real quick. I want to show y'all something. Let me see. I don't know if I could pull this up, but it's a point we all coming to, though, where all this stuff is filling up in the water. It's filling. It won't pull up. That's all right. It's cool. Let's see. All right, but yeah, but it's this point we're coming to where now we're becoming so conscious of this that now we're starting to create it. So we keep saying, oh, they spraying. They're doing this to us. So we're taking on the victim role. But we're getting to this point now where we're starting to say, hey, enough of this. Who's doing the spraying? Why are they spraying? Why are none of us asking these questions? And so as we do that, the consciousness rises. So some of y'all about to be spearheading this stuff, man, where y'all saying, I'm done with this dumb shit. I'm done breathing in this. This is our earth. Man, I get so mad at this. Bruh, this is ours. It's ours. It belongs to us. And we just let them do whatever the hell they want to do. I get so mad at this. I don't get it. It's like, man, if you own the whole earth, but you're too scared to go get it, what's the point? Giving your birthright up, man. When you own the whole damn thing, paying for electricity, struggling month to month to pay for shit that's free. Whew. Guys, just saying, man. Just saying, it's that time. It's this time. Yep, that air quality, Nicole, has been bad. Been spraying. I got pictures from like, I think it was maybe 14, 15 years ago of them spraying like crazy. And then I got a picture, I think it was John Wayne acting in a movie that was maybe 40 years before that. And they had spraying in the background. I'm like, man, these people been doing this. They've been doing this, y'all. There's nothing new under the sun. Nothing new. Especially around sunset, glass moon. Yep. That's it right there. Because that's when they really try to get it. Right? Because you're going to sleep. Like, y'all, man, go outside at nighttime and watch how many planes are spraying over your head while you sleep. Like, I sit out there at 2, 3 a.m. in the morning sometimes just looking at these things just spraying. And they dump something different. Because it be heavy. It just comes down fast. You could just see it. I ran in the house one day. Like, damn, I'm about to get a gas mask to just be out here to watch the stars and interact with the consciousness of the celestials. Because they spraying you. The most I've covered my head in years. Yeah, Bobby. Been feeling called to do that. Right. Straight up. Detox from the heavy metals. Yep. Cilantro's good. I'm telling you, y'all, that's where we got to be at. That's where we got to be at right there. It's been raining a lot. Judith says it's been raining a lot on the East Coast. They say hurricane season, but I remember hurricane season is in the end of August. They're controlling the weather. That's it. That's what they're doing to manipulate the time, to harvest, to put us in the fear mode. Like right now, I just planted a whole bunch of my plants. They taking off like it's the middle of spring. Because when they said it was spring, it wasn't spring. We as an ancient people, as an ancient culture, went by the moon cycles. We went by the weather. We went by what was going on. So we naturally knew when to plant, when to do these things. They are doing this to throw us off, y'all. And until we realize it and stand up and say we tired of it, that we shouldn't have to live like this. We shouldn't be having a damn detox every damn week because y'all spraying us and trying to kill us, especially when it's our earth. This is our realm. That shit killed me. It's like everybody like, oh, I'm tired of this, especially, oh man. When I was in college at university, I remember so many people saying, and no disrespect to anybody, no disrespect to anybody, but this is what I used to hear, right? White man holding us down. We can't even go to college and become nothing. And I'm sitting there going, but I'm in college. Yeah, but the white man holding us down. But I grew up in foster care. I didn't even have a mama and dad, and you got a whole mom or you got a whole grandma. Like, what are you talking about? It was the mindset. Nothing is holding us down but us. Nothing, no thing is holding us down but us. And when we get over that point, we'll take the earth back because it's ours. It's ours, man. It's crazy. All these heavy metals killing us, tearing brains up in babies, autism at a sky high. Heavy metals. Telling you, man. It's ridiculous. Like animals can go out, eat grass all day, drink water all day, good. You want some water, go to New York and pay for water. You better have a 5 on you. You better have a 5 on you. I used to live in California just to get good water. Just to get good water. You're paying $2, $3. The 99-cent water, shoot, has so much BPA in it, little plastic little thing. As soon as you turn it, drink it, it just the whole bottle just falls apart because it's so poisonous. Because the moment you put your hand on it, it starts melting, almost like the stuff they do with the PPE. You know, as soon as it go on and the heat, as soon as you start breathing, it activates certain little chemicals in it, certain little things. Watch yourself with them PPEs, y'all. Right, Bobby? I put that up too. I know I'm blowing you up, man, but yo, that right there. Money does not matter. You know why money don't matter? Because they determine the value of it. They determine the value of money. So if they say money is worth, if a penny is worth $1,000, it's worth $1,000. If a penny ain't worth nothing, it ain't worth nothing. Stop going for the money. Go for the thing on which the money is built. Like people talk about reparations. Man, you don't give me reparations. I want gold. You hear me? Gold. Don't give me no paper dollar that gonna burn up when y'all try to incinerate some shit or burn us out. Oh no, I need gold. I need silver. I need the shit you took. People kill me with this. I want no damn money. I want land, gold, silver. That's the shit you took. That's what you took from my ancestors. When I go talk to my ancestors, that's what they tell me. You don't accept nothing but what they took. Other than that, it's a lie. So don't fall for the okie doke, y'all. Don't fall for that okie doke. Make sure that you are claiming what's rightfully yours. Speaking it. Because money ain't going to do nothing for you. But keep you in the system. In the depth system. Depth. Debt and depth. A deep hole. Y'all feel me? So no. But once we realize this, we realize that true power we hold, I'm telling you, man, the collapse is coming. It's collapse. That's the kicker. Here's the kicker. We are the collapse. When we stand up and we be like, enough, it all comes falling down. It's just about people being real enough to say, I'm ready for this shit to end. And we're going to stand in unison, in unity together. And we don't care what happens. Let me see. Judith. Let's see. Tesla invented the electric towers and offered it free to anyone who lives near the tower. Edison did not like what I know what you mean, but Edison did not like that because he wanted to make money off the people. So he blackballed. Exactly. Because it's free. It's free. I promise you, electricity is free. They used to have towers on top of the houses where you could just get free electricity. When they found the houses, they didn't even have bathrooms in them. They didn't have no electricity. Every time you see them go do an old building, they have to go refurbish it. They're running electrical wires. Go check it out. Look at what one of the refurbishments is going to be. It's going to be running wires. And if you go into a really old building, you see the wires running on the outside of the wall, right? They'll be like this, running on the outside of the wall. Because they never had electrical wires. Everything was Wi-Fi electricity. The very Wi-Fi now that we're using is just at a lower scale. They use that for electricity to power everything. Crazy. It's free right now. Some of y'all are watching me on Wi-Fi right now. It could power your device. Isn't that nuts? But they rather use lithium and other battery sources because they can't let you know that it's all free. That it's all free. All you got to do is just be and exist. And if you be and exist, if you're born here, you got a blood-born right to never have to pay for a freaking thing. Nothing. It's all free because none of them created it. None of them created it. You created it. Our consciousness created this. Our consciousness created this. So yeah, man, I'm telling you, been preparing my household. Absolutely prepare your households, man. Get it right. Get it right. I don't make my little ones mask up when they spray heavy. I feel you on that, Glass Moon. I already understand, man. Because, I mean, the babies, man, got to protect them babies. Babies, man, I'm telling you. Because that you know, Whitney Houston, for real, that's our future. On some Whitney Houston stuff, man, that's our future. Straight up. They're our future. That's who you gonna reincarnate into. You clearing this energy because you gonna reincarnate into your own line. So your very children, we say this now, we know this. Your very children have been your parents before. And you will be their child again, or their cousin, or their best friend. So if you're not clearing the line, what are you going to incarnate back into? Whew. Yep, you have to, Bobby. You have to. You have to. Yep. Yep, exactly. You have to. It seems redundant, but you have to. You have to. And your body detoxes on its own. But you have to help it because that's part of the curse that we're leading under right now. You know, we're living under this. And they're all distractions, just all trying to take us out. So, yeah. We see a bottle of smart water is $5 up here. And that's not even the good water. It was better than the sunny. Right. Because all of this water right now, man, they've been processing it. It's dead water. All the water now is dead, polluted water. I hate to even say that. But like most of my water, I get from fruits now. I just get it from the fruits because the water is so dead. Like I mentioned this in one of my lives. We wasn't supposed to be burying bodies in the ground. We've been poisoning our own water. We've been drinking our ancestors because we've been putting everybody into the ground. All that goes into the water table. I understand there's a big filter system. Please don't get me wrong. But the water that comes out from the municipalities are waters that have been filtered of feces and urine and every other pharmaceutical drug you can imagine that's been urined out. Think about this. Think about this. And I hate to say it like this, but really feel what I'm saying. If all drains go to the municipality that's in the city, when they are draining the blood and everything out of a dead body and pulling everything out of it, where does that go? Doesn't that go straight into the water system too? Because it's all being filtered out, right? Guys, I'm telling you, man, this is real talk. Like the stuff that they doing, man, they're killing us slowly. It's a silent, deadly war against us. Silent, deadly war because they can't kill everybody at one time because everybody will rise up. You know, you got like 100 something people that man, some of this stuff I want to tell y'all, bro, real talk. Like I already know they're gonna start hitting a button on me. But just like most people don't even understand why they're called melanated people don't even understand why they call niggers. They don't even understand why they call each other niggas. Like there's so much mental stuff because that what came from Nagos, right? Crown. But feel me when I say this. At the center of this plane of existence, it's called Rupus Nigra. It's called the Black Rock. The biggest investment group in the world is called what? Black Rock. You can't get to the center, right? Right, Glass Moon, Nagos. There it is. They won't let you go to the center. They won't let you go. Because once you do, your DNA going to be activated in a different way. Because that is Mount Meru, or the magnetic center, which is why all of our compasses point north. Because if you got there, you would know your truth. They call it Antarctica, but Antarctica is really the ice wall. But what's really there is a mountain that sits the highest in the world. All this is true and actual and factual. Because once you get there, your enlightenment becomes inevitable. Right now, you're on dead land because the blood has been spilled and everything's are dying out. But the Exodus is coming. The Exodus is coming. Remember, I told you, is, was, and will be. It happened before. It's going to happen now. It's going to happen again until we finish out all of the cycles. Till we finish out all of the incarnations. So we're headed back to that black rock, or to that black island. To Nigger Island. Rupert's nigger. Go look it up, y'all. And you understand why they call you nigger. You really understand why it was niggas. Because from that island came the niggas, or the Nagas, or the Nahash, whatever way you want to say it, but it's still the people of the snake, right? So, when we are supposed to be burning these bodies, we're releasing them into the atmosphere for them to become elemental again. When we bury the body, it decomposes. Therefore, the spirit becomes trapped. The soul cannot ascend because there is still the physical vessel that is waiting for it. That's why in all of these movies, when they talk about Valhalla, right, when they're leaving, they're dying, they burn them. Because you don't want to be trapped. See, one of the secrets of what they were actually teaching with ancient Egypt, with the mummies, right, was to keep the body preserved for as long as possible, which would keep the soul here for as long as possible. To build up energy, esoteric energy, to ascend that lineage faster. This is dark magic. But this is what was being practiced. So now we have not gotten to the point where we understand that this ascension is about leaving all of that behind, building off of that and becoming the better element of self. So if we're not doing that, if we're living off of the past, then we're repeating the same cycles of the past, which means we're having to heal and clear the same things. This is why we're going into the new. That's why we're going into the new. So, hey, Glass Moon, my naga. That's it, bud. That's it. So, like I said, we're supposed to be, look, even the word, look, I'm gonna put this up. Lady Spellberg, I'm gonna put this up real quick because I just want them to see the word, okay? Let me see. My bad, dog. Hold on. This one right here. Right there. Look at the word cremated. Do you see that says cre, which goes to the word creation, mated, unioned? So you're union with creation by being cremated. You're going back into union with creation by being cremated. When they put you into the ground, it locks you back in. It locks you back in. It keeps you here longer so they can harvest you longer. This is why it be so many spirits and stuff, man. Like I be trying to help through to get to the other side because they're trapped, because their body is still decomposing. This is the truth of the dark magic of Egypt. Even in Atlantis, we was doing this stuff. We were performing these dark ritual rites over bodies, necromancy. So when they get to the other side, we call to them and have them help us and use us. This is real, y'all. This is why Atlantis started falling in the first place. And they're doing it right now. They're doing it right now. So every time when you go to a funeral and they got that body there and they have a wake, it's because now that spirit has woke up. It has woke up. And now they harness that power. This is what they do. This is why they do the celebrities, the celebrity ritual murders, right? Why you think they do that? Because they're going to take them out in surprise so they can ritualize their energy. And then they're going to harvest it every time. Like Kobe, every year they're going to come up with something for Kobe. Every year until they've harvested his energy, until it's nothing. Because your legend is a leg end. It has ended. Your leg has ended. You don't want to be a legend because your leg has ended in this matrix. You finna get harvested out, bro. So this is why they do those ritualistic killings of our children and of these celebrities, because they're able to harvest their energy for cycles upon cycles by just remembering them, putting them back together, remembering them. And they tell you never forget 9/11 because they're going to keep remembering it and putting those people energy back together so they can harvest it again. Then they're going to start harvesting your energy because you keep remembering it for them. You keep doing their work for them by constantly remembering it. And you can't help but remember it because the body is right there in the ground. So energetically, it is expressly still speaking to you. Once you cremate it, it's mated with creation now. And it becomes a new creation. But they ain't gonna tell you that. They're gonna keep y'all trying to bury it, paying damn near $15,000 to $40,000 to put a body into the ground instead of releasing it into the air so that it can flow. You know what I'm saying? But let me see. I used to, yeah, Glass Moon for real, right? For real. Hey, Natty girl, how you doing? Let's see. That way, yes, sir. Bobby. Decons, you think there's a connection to the Atlantis timelines with the Avatar and the Little Mermaid movies being released in this period? They both bring back remembrances. Yes, sir. That's it. So you know they bring this stuff up at the most opportune times when they can really harvest that energy. And absolutely, right now this is coming up. This is even why you got the hurricanes. So Atlantis was in the Atlantic, right? So this is why you get Atlantis, everything they talk about in the Bermuda, the Triangle, right? The Bermuda Triangle, all that is Atlantis. That portal is still open down there. Where we did a lot of black magic and opened up energy portals. It's sunk, boom, bam, it's gone, right? The portals are still open. They're still active. So they're able to harness this. This is why, like I said, when you go to Bermuda, there's a Bermuda Triangle, your ass come up missing, you be gone. You'll be into another dimension of time and reality. Okay. But they got the hotel out there, Atlantis. So all that proves to show you where Atlantis is at in the Atlantic, right? Then you have the Pacific Ocean where Lemuria was at. Lemuria. Now, the top of Lemuria is Hawaii. Okay, all of those islands out there. And the top of Atlantis is Bermuda and, Jamaica, all of those islands, right? So right now, they are harnessing this energy because in this grand union, in this grand time, when the earth is shifting and all of these earthquakes, watch out for all the earthquakes, guys. But they'll start having a lot of earthquakes and volcanoes going off. At this energetic time, they're able to pull and harvest this dark energy that we created in that time. So they're able to harvest it and use it back against our memory. So I've been getting a lot of flood memories because a lot of us died in that sinking. So I've been having a lot of flood memories, a lot of water. Remember I talked about at the beginning of the live, a lot of water, a lot of birth, cancer energy, divine mother energy, right? But we're coming back into this gnosis of self. And like I said, they want Atlantis to rise. No, we've been there, done that. We don't want to go back and try to redo it again. That's back into another karmic cycle loop. We are redoing this. New earth, new heaven, new creation, right? We don't want to go back and do the old. So Atlantis rising, hey, that's good for those who want to go back and redo the same thing. Go do it. But Atlantis rose and it sunk for a reason. Now we're supposed to be focused on the new. The Little Mermaid goes back to the genetics. So, you know, they always say Atlantis sucked, but, you know, of course, it was a bubble up under there and they were able to live. And now this is where the mermaids were at. It actually goes back to the original creations. They knew who they were. They knew who they descended from. And this merman knowledge, gnosis, they use to their advantage. So, yeah, they're bringing up all this mermaid and they're even showing you that she was melanated. They're showing you these things right there in your face. But we can also anchor in and pull back in our energy too. So if you had ancient Atlantean memories, ancient Lemurian memories, now's the time to be pulling it back in and cleanse it. When it's coming in, cleanse it. Because this is part of you regaining back those lost aspects of yourself you don't even remember or know about that I was speaking about earlier. So yeah, it definitely got a lot to do with it because this is the season for it. Remember, they changed the times. They deleted, they burnt books. They've done a lot of destruction of knowledge. So we can energetically feel this energy, but we don't know what time it is because we've lost these ancient records or they were destroyed. But at this time was when that fall of Atlantis was taking place, energetically speaking. So that's why all this is coming up now. And they're bringing up all of these memories for people to activate. But if you don't know that this energy is there, you're going to leave it in the ethers for them to collect, to harvest. And they use that energy to put us right back under the spell or put humanity right back under the spell. You know what I mean? Let's see, Judith, air and ship traffic go around the triangle. Not the exactly. Yep, Judith, because they know they don't play with that. They do not play with that energy. They know real talk. You know, just like I tell y'all this. Where we live in North America, if you live in North America, the Gulf of New Mexico is the North Gate. It's the North Gate. What do I mean when I say that? Water is the way to space. You know what I mean? Like, do y'all want to hear this before I want to just start talking, man, and y'all be like, what is he talking about? I don't even want to hear that. We broke the spell. Yep. We broke that spell. Real talk. Let's see. Jasmine. This makes so much. Yes. Let me put that up. Let's start doing it now. This makes so much sense. Since many people in the Caribbean experience mermaid setting. They are tapping into the Akasha and ancient. They sure are. They sure are. Bringing them right back to where they began, the original blueprint. Like I was saying at the beginning of the live, we're coming back into this original gnosis. Like, this is happening, man. I'm telling you. Like, right now, the old is blending with the new. Right now. Them old timelines, and I talked about it earlier in the update. Those old timelines are blending in with the new ones because you are creating your present moment. So you're remembering your past and you know where you want to go in the future. So you are creating it now in the present and this is for the purpose of inhabiting it in the future, like your timeline, your children, your children's children. This is like some deep stuff, man. We're transcending this. This is happening. You know what I mean? I always ask why NASA has to train in war if they're going, oh man, I'm glad y'all want to hear this. Hey, let's go. We finna get it now. My Dominican sister has always known of her connection to the sirens. Yep. And that's why we sing so good, right? That siren energy. Come on, man. Hey, y'all, I'm going to go get some water real quick because I've been on about, what? Oh, my God, I've been on 220. Hey, I'm going to go grab some water real quick, and we finna get into water. Water is the way to space. Water is the portal. Why water is so divine, right? I'm going to go grab some tea real quick, and I'll be right back. All right, y'all. Oh, let's see. What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? So check this out. I got these herbs, right? And I was sent these rose cones. I've never seen this before. Rose cones. And where's mine? Let me show y'all what I got. Right here, y'all. Right here. Like this. I don't know if y'all can see it, but does that work? Yeah. So Lotus, man, right here, dream time. Take back your dream time. I'm putting them out there. Relax Remedy, because this stuff is fire, man. But take back your dream time. Egyptian blue lotus, or organic blue lotus is actually called. And it's a rose cone. I know, right? Glass food. I was like, what? Come on, man. Like, how you get a rose cone, man? Like I'm like, people be doing too much, man. How you get a rose cone, man? But We definitely though. Like let's jump back on this water though. I'm gonna get this, but no, take back your dream time, y'all, with that Blue Lotus, right, Natty girl? You already know. Like, man, take back your dream space, guys, because that's when you're building. You're doing a lot of work. You're doing a lot of work. This rose cone though, oh my gosh, it's fire, man. It's fire. But anyway, so what are we talking about? Water. Oh, let me open this door. Hold on. Yeah, all right. All right. All right, y'all. We back. We back. We back. All right, now let's jump into this water. Let's jump into this water, right? So, water is the way to space. So, I explained this probably, I think, last year in a vid where I was talking about like there's a firmament, right? So, you don't go up, and space is not out, or space is not up, space is out. So, if I want we're sitting on the couch and I want more space, I'm not going to go up. I'm going to go elbow room out, right? So remember, space is out. So if you look on my page, on my homepage, right, there's a video. I mean, not video, picture on my heading, and you see all of these different locations. That is considered the map of the greater Earth. Now, how do I get to those places? Right? You go through water because you're birthed through the water canals. So there are canals that run from our ocean over to the other planned nets. So when you think of Mars, think over space. They're in a different space. When you think Jupiter, different space. So when you see planes go up, and they start curving back, it's because of the firmament, right? Now, water is your way out. You have to go down to come out. I don't know if any of y'all ever heard of this, so I'm gonna prove it, right? I'm not just gonna like tell y'all this stuff and then just like expect y'all to believe me, right? But you go in to come out because it's a closed biosphere that we live in. This is why them spraying and poisoning the water is so freaking bad, because we're only in this enclosed area. And if you knew that, you'll be way different about what you allow, right? Especially oil, petroleum. What the Rockefellers did with petroleum, making medicine out of oil. Like what the actual, I don't want to say that word. What the actual heck, man? You're making medicine out of oil. Anyway, that's healthy, right? So we come through the waters. We come through the birth canal, through the waters, the amniotic fluid. The waters are seen as life. Here's why. When you go into the salt, you can actually produce a hyperconductivity of electricity. You can conduct electricity through the salt. And if you can build up your speed enough, you can actually go through what's called a hyperdimensionality portal. These are at the bottom of the ocean. Now I'm about to prove it to you. The melanated people of North America were protectors of the North Portal, of the North Gate, called the North Gate, the North Portal. This sits at the bottom of the Gulf of New Mexico. This was found. It was called the lake under the lake under the ocean. Go and research this, guys. Google this, lake under the ocean. They unalived this guy because he actually showed the video on National Geographic. I don't know if y'all ever heard of this, right? But we were, let me see, Freya on Hela Black, what you say, Polaris North Boat. See, those stars relate to points of consciousness because these are reflections of where we live, guys. Like, this is deep, man, because it's a psychosis, it's a mental psychosis. Like, we never gonna get back to where we were. I don't want to go back to where we were, but we never gonna get back anywhere close to that if we don't even know where the hell we come from. Seriously. This is an exercise in futility. So when we look at it and we go, okay, we can go through water to get out, through the salt water. This is why NASA, everything they do, they're training in water. Because when you go through, and FYI, this is from Soul Memory. I'm giving y'all this. I know it's true now because I had the out-of-body experience to actually visualize it. So I know it's true now because I've seen NASA doing it when they went to Mars, which was like right over there. And they just went through the portal and they said, we're going to go explore Mars. All they did, y'all, was literally go down into the ocean and hit hypersonic speed. And they told you, we got hypersonic, ships now. We can go to space. We got to have a space force. It's not up. It's over. Real shit. So they are colonizing the other planets. I always say truth is stranger than fiction, man. But we were the guardians of that. So when they talk about humanity joining the Galactic Federation, don't think up, think out. They like, y'all are not in control of y'all gate anymore. Y'all ain't in control of y'all gate anymore. Y'all got all kind of shit just coming in and out. So the Galactic Federation, or the Federation, I don't even like using Galactic Federation because that's some new age terminology crap. So I don't even like using that. But real talk, feel me when I'm saying this, though. There is a group of beings outside of here that are extraterrestrial, which means they are earthly. They are from here, extraterrestrial. I'm from the extra parts of Terra. That's all that means. Do not put no God ideology on this, man. They are like you. They have a human body, flesh, blood. They're just from the extra parts of Terra, and they know stuff you don't know. That's it. That's it. Right? And they don't even want you to worship them. They want you to wake the hell up. They're begging you. Because outside of your gate, like what's coming through your gates right now, you are responsible for it. So you melanated beings of North America that don't know who y'all are, y'all don't protect the gate no more. Why do y'all think they always launch off the coast of Florida? Houston and Florida. Have you ever noticed that? NASA always shooting off from where? Houston, we have a problem. Cape Canaveral, Florida, right? Because that's the gateway, y'all. That's what they've been using to access, to get outside and go to the other places. No, that stuff they was doing with the dome, no, they was trying to kill you. They was trying to unalive you. Operation Fishbowl, all them big booms everybody was hearing about 5 to 7 years ago. I think it just started probably like last year again. Boom. Everybody hear that. Boom. They're trying to blow up the firmament because they dumb as hell, but they don't care. They don't care. It ain't their house. It ain't their land. It's yours. They don't care. It's like, oh man, it's like when on the Dave Chappelle show, when he said that, when he said he invited Rick James over to his house, Rick James came over and put his feet on the couch. And had mud all on his shoes. All on his white couch. I don't care. It's like they don't care, man. It ain't their house. It's your house. And if you don't care, they don't care. What do they care for? What do they care for? Right? So take your dream time back, guys. So if you literally understand that water is the portal, water is the way, then you start to build hydrothermal technology, which is what we used to have, hydrothermal technology. And if any of you guys are old school, y'all know about the Jetsons, when they were just putting around in these little golf carts. It looked like just, shooting a little air out the back, right? And if I tell y'all that that's so simple with electromagnetism, it's ridiculous. Right now, the fastest trains in the world run off of magnets. What? The fastest trains in the world run off of magnets and electricity, not an engine. So if you have magnets and you were able to magnetize them to the frequency of the earth, which has an iron core, right? So they say. Then your frequency is going to levitate you. Like they talked about levitating rocks with magnets. It will levitate you. And like being in the ocean or in the water, you would just need a troll motor or a little motor that would propel you forward. This is what the Jetsons was telling you. They just got in the car, just went on. Air came out the back. We drive cars and smog comes out the back. What happened to our timeline? What happened to our timeline? Where we had people envisioning flying around in cars, and now the best we could do now is an electric vehicle that actually pollutes the earth more than anything. Electric vehicles are some of the worst shit ever. So that's why I'm telling you guys, it's like we have access to this knowledge now. We just have to step into it and take control of it. NASA right now is controlling the Gulf of New Mexico. The Gulf of New Mexico is the northern gate, y'all. It's the northern gate. This is what we used to protect. This is what our people used to protect. And we bled and died for that land to protect that gate. It's ancestral. And it came from Rupus Nigra, the black rock. This is the true lineage of the Naga Nahash that has been demonized, but were the protectors of this realm. And one day, I know pretty soon, the Naga's going to stand up. That Naga blood, that Naga lineage is going to stand up and start protecting again, and start protecting the stargates called the women, the womb men. They're men. Yeah. See, this is the mind. This is the mind program. A womb man is a man with a womb. So your feminine can do the things a man can do, but your feminine also has a womb, so she can do things a man cannot do. So that makes her extra special. I'm just a man. She's a womb man, a woman. So therefore, it is my right, my obligation to protect her. What happened to our timeline, y'all? Y'all don't understand the power of CERN, man. Y'all understand the power of CERN when they hit that button, when they hit that button, they be, it ain't funny, but yo, when they hit that button though, real stuff happen. When they hit that button, We're gonna start CERN test February 15th. Blah blah blah. They telling you. They about to hit that button. And then people be trying to remember stuff, can't remember nothing. People be they've been doing it to us for years, y'all. They've been doing it for us for years. Hey, Freya. Yeah. Yo, I just saw that. Hold on. Facts. Facts. Do y'all know that's how clones are being born right now? Why they even can walk around this earth? Right there. Hijack. And they've been doing it. It was ours to protect. It's ours to protect, bro. Y'all feel me? It's ours to protect. So, like, I ain't even mad at nobody. Like, the Bible says that the robber will rob when the house is left open. You can't get mad at somebody for being a villain when they're a villain and they told you there was a villain. Can't get mad. You just gotta step up. That's it. Exactly, Lady Spellbreak. I'm a woman, man. We have a problem to hijack. Exactly. You're the stargates. You are the stargates to which the stargates were mimicked after. You're the technology. Women are the technology that men studied to build an actual stargate of water that would allow you to go through the waters to the next area. Like, y'all, I'm telling you that this like this is joining the Galactic Federation, so to speak. These people keep talking about flying up here and flying around. Man, no, you're supposed to be flying in here. You're supposed to be flying in here right now. You're supposed to be flying in here. But instead you're walking and paying for gas and everything else when you could be flying in your own personal little Vienna. Look at the ancient history of the Vedas in India. This has been done. There's nothing new under the sun. And some of y'all got to get out of the melanated thing. Like, some of y'all are in melanation right now for a specific purpose, but there are some of y'all that are in melanation right now to learn lessons. To balance out your karma. I'm telling you, because that's the only truth, guys. The only truth is you. There's no other truth. Like, everything is mimicked off of you. I'm telling you. Like, there's nothing else. Let's see, Bobby. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. All right. So there's not a lot of soul beings out here. So in original creation, there was 144,000 souls that are created into each and every matrix, every parallel timeline. Every original timeline that was created, along with every parallel that was mimicked from that. Okay. Each one of those original creations has 144,000 souls in it. From those 144,000 souls who were divided came the multiplicity of that. So you keep going from there. This is why there's a lot of people passing on, because a lot of people are pulling their soul fractals back to themselves. They were original creation beings. They're original Blu-ray, blueprinted beings. And they're now pulling their aspects back to themselves. They're pulling back their soul energy. So a lot of people are passing on because a lot of you are responsible for other soul beings that are here, but they're just fractalized beings. So this is where you get mankind. You get a kind of man, but it's not a full man. It's not a full creation because it has a fractal of you in it. So a lot of us are ascending back to pull back our energy, and some of this is coming back from bodies or people that did not that have not done right with their souls. This is the part where it says God gave 1 talent to one and 3 talents to another, 5 to another, and one went and hid his, and the other ones went and invested theirs, and they got more back from it. So he said, cool, I'm gonna give you more. This is the soul transference, man. You're getting back so much energy. So yeah, real talk. Good stuff. Let's see. I missed something. But yeah, that was a good point. Aeons. Yep. Eons. Yep. We had that eon. Straight up. Most people are not their soul right now. They are zombies and sound asleep. Exactly. And this is what the guardians are. This is why I'm saying the earth angels are waking up. Because we're supposed to be protecting those that are asleep right now so that they can wake up. This is what a guardian angel is. You're the guardian angel. You are the freaking guardian angel. That's what it is, man. You're not the one that needs to be guarded anymore. You're the one that needs to be doing the guardian now. And that's what the Bible talks about. It's like, man, after all this time, you still have need to be taught. You're the one that's supposed to be teaching. So we're supposed to be doing this right now. Let's see. We are in a timeline that is the upside down. Everything. Yeah, Jasmine, we're in the upside down. Everything is backwards. Everything is backwards. We are rewriting it so that it can be forward, so that the common person, when they wake up, they have a timeline to ascend on. It's like dropping crumbs. We're dropping crumbs right now that our lineages are going to pick up, that they're going to understand that they're in the upside down. They're in the backwards way of thinking. And even getting back to the Black Rock is going to right the ship. That's what the pole shift is. We're having a whole switch of our consciousness. Absolutely. Do you ever fly in your girl, Natty girl? Do you ever fly in your dreams? Yes. 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 Get up there. We get up there. We flew before. Absolutely, Bobby. So when man flew, when man needed no instrument to fly, was when man was in its original creation. I want to say in my memory, it's about the second or third creation, or second or third generation, that man was flying freely. They had transcended all of that. You have different creations of mankind. You have different creations of us. And you got to remember, we as consciousness inhabit different bodies. It depends on where the light of consciousness is at. Because if the light of consciousness is in Europe, then you're going to see us reincarnate in Europe. If it's in America, that's where we're going to be. Whatever the land's called, we're always going to be doing that because we are those ones. We are those ones. We did fly. We had those wings. Like, you got to understand, they're not just drawing ISIS like that for nothing. It's not just a figment of their imagination that ISIS has wings and she's sitting there like this. Like, that's not a figment of their imagination, guys. That's not. Like I said, legend is steeped in reality. Straight up. Freestyle, bodies, energy, oversoul energy. Up, Bob. Oversoul energy. That's it. Man, thank you guys for like even wanting to hear this and interacting with me. That's so cool because I don't normally get to talk about a lot of this stuff. But let's see. Ensure that's why it's so vital to drink healthy water and eat fresh raw fruits and vegetables. Yes, right. Because you're vibrating with the earth frequency. You vibrating with that earth frequency. And I'm telling you, like, they call it the Schumann resonance, but you got to know it was there before Schumann discovered it. Before Mr. Schumann walked in there and said, hey, something's vibrating over here. It was vibrating before, right? And our ancestors knew it and they vibrated with it. They vibrated with it. So I'm telling you. But yeah, and we all feeling like this right now, y'all. We all feeling like this right now because we're coming through this energy. We're walking through it for the first time. Man, I cannot impress this upon y'all so much. Like the Phoenix rising this time, us Being born again this time is totally different from any other time in our history. In our her story. Our her story. Because we've now got to the point where we're finishing the game. We're finishing the soul cycle. Some of y'all ain't going to incarnate back into here. I mean, let me say it again. Some of y'all are not going to reincarnate. You're going to incarnate. And it'll be for the purpose of finishing up some other stuff. But you're not reincarnating. Reincarnating means soul contract. Incarnating means you're doing it on your term. Your term. So yeah, it's real, man. I'm telling you, like we here for it. We all going through it right now. But yeah. Because I know even the other day, I was kind of like just feeling this energy, like especially that divine twin energy, man. That like, woo-wee. The reflections that have been coming back, going out, coming back, and it's for the purpose of reflecting your soul. So you can be healing for somebody else or be karmic to somebody else, and they're going to be healing for you or karmic to you. And then you got to see it and then transition through it. Like that's the last test you got to do to be able to walk into your glory. And it's been, man, it's been crazy because your boy was like duped. I was like, yo, I can't believe this energy right now. It was nuts. But anyway, yeah, Judith, you welcome. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. I just got a Phoenix Rising shirt with Peter, right? Lady Spellbreaker, right? Because, hey, I'm telling you, we all zombie in it right now. Because we are, like I said, we're anchored in this past and this future. And we're bringing it right now. That's the present. That's why I say it's Christmas time now. Every year, y'all, we get to the Lion's Gate. You got to realize, like, this is the time of serious. This is time to get serious. Because you're going to get your gifting. Once we get down to September, it's like we're heading into winter months. We're heading into the dying off. See, they want to give you, if you look at the mentality of it, they want to give you Christmas or the dying off of the Christ at the end of their year. At the end of their year. So you have to go through 2 more months of their year being dead. Whereas in the natural cycle of things, you're going to go through 3 months of die off of winter and then right into spring. And not only are you going to do that, you're going to see it because it's going to be going on around you. So therefore, as it is outside of you, it's going to be inside of you. As it is above you, it's going to be within you. It's going to be below you. It's going to support you and bring you to these points of consciousness where you're able to ascend. But if you think the end of the year is December, then your shit ended. It ended way back then, and now you're suffering through 2 more months of winter. You're just dying and then dying again and dying again. And then the spring coming, you just like, oh, Lord, thank you. It's just like the weekday and the weakness, the weekend, right? Your weakness ends on Saturday and Sunday, but begins on Monday. Why are you going through all these weaknesses? They're hitting you in your soul. They're hitting you in your chakras. 7 days of the week, 7 chakras. Telling y'all, man, you got to wake up from the harvesting that they're doing to y'all. That's all I'm saying. Like, and it starts here. And it starts here. Right, Kimber. Yeah, that's it. As above, so below. 100. That's it. I'm telling y'all, live by this, man. As above, so below. I'm telling you, if you are feeling a certain way in here, you got to know it's like that up there in your higher mind. Because you're trying to bring this higher mind down. But you have to be the right frequency. You got to have the right codes. You got to be the right vibration for your higher self, for God, your higher self to come in and say, I'm going to now sit in this temple, in this mindset. Because that's when you walk with the power, right? That's when you walk with the power, right? So I'm telling y'all, man. Well, y'all on fire. Y'all are on fire. That's it. Dark spells. You put the spell on yourself. You put the spell on yourself. Every time you talk and you say certain things, you put the spell on yourself because you are the I am. You are je suis. You are je suis. Or the bastardization of that is Jesus. That's the wrong way to say it. Jesus. No, it's je suis. Or if you Creole, je suis. Je suis. Because je suis is I am. Or je suis is I am. Exodus 3:14. I am that I am. Get out of the dark spell, man. You are the I am. You are Jesus. Every time you read that Bible, and you read it and it said, Jesus said, you should be like, I am said it. That's why he said, greater things you're going to do because I go. But you're going to do something greater because you are the I am. You are the I am. That's why. That's right. That's right. The bride of Christ, it was symbolic. That's why I put that up there, y'all. Symbolic of the bride of Christ returning. The divine feminine rising in you. Right? That part. That part right there. I'm just showing y'all, man. Like, yeah. It does waste time. It wastes time. It wastes energy. All of that. All of that. Because it keeps bringing you to a lowered state. You need to be in your mental vibrations. That's why the Bible says, he who is wise speak little. You don't speak a lot. Because there's not a lot to say. Because every damn thing you say, you got to explain. Everything you say, you got to explain. Do you understand what I mean? Do y'all see that? I am the way, the truth, and the light. Just like Jasmine can say, I am the way, the truth, and the light. I can say, I am the way, the truth, and the light. And I'm not stepping on her toes. She ain't stepping on my toes because to her, she has to be the way. To me, I have to be my way. Because I don't care what you say until I understand it, it don't matter. Until I get it, it don't matter. You could preach all day until I literally say in my head, oh, I get it. The light comes on. Or enlightenment. The inward light comes on. And now you're enlightened. There's a light on inside of you. Ooh, dropping that knowledge. Dropping that knowledge. It's the one. It's the one. And it goes, hey, look, you got a mouth here on your head. I hope I got grown folks in here. And you got a mouth down there on your little head. Be cautious of what you speak with both of them. Because both of them are your wand. You're creating with them sacred secretions. I'm telling you, man, don't let them sacred secretions out. Don't let them sacred secretions out. Not right now, guys. Not right now. Yep, exactly. I'm putting this on right here because she said exactly right. These are the children of Israel. Right here. When you unite the divine masculine and the feminine elements within your body, you become Isis, Ra, which makes you an L, electric, an energetic being. You're alive. Remember Frankenstein? They put electricity on him. He said, he's alive. He's alive, right? You're alive when the electricity starts flowing through your body. You are Isis, Ra, and El. You're the children of Israel. Isis, Ra, and El. That's what that really means. It means that your third eye is open and you are conscious. Because you have your mother, Isis, you have your father, Ra, and you are the child, the El. This is why the Elohim created this after their own kind. right? The Elohim, remember? The Elohim, the children of Isis and Ra. You, the ones, the enlightened ones that have the consciousness. These are the Elohim that created everything in their image. So let us create everything in our image. That's why everything is created in your image. That's why you got to look at yourself and know exactly the way creation is. Very important, guys. Very important. Very important. Let's see, did I miss anybody? Let me get off of here in a second. Let's see. All right, guys, if that's everything, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. But like I said, guys, just make sure that, you're taking care of your body with all of this little stuff they trying to throw out there and talk about they got cures for already. Dodge that hijack. Dodge that hijack. You're precious. You're precious. And I got to say this too. Marsburg came out in 1967. That's the year of the sheep. You're saying, you know what I mean? you might want to think about that. But right now we're in the year of the rabbit, and it's about going down the rabbit hole even deeper. It's about going down the rabbit hole even deeper. So we gotta be making sure that we are pushing our agenda, which is the agenda of healing. The agenda of healing. Because if we're not using what we got. When right now we got a great opportunity to gain an enormous amount of consciousness, like an unusual level of spiritual awakening. If you really truly want it right now, like there is a very, very unusual level of spiritual awakening that you can jump into right now. And you can become the seed of the evolutionary change. But you got to discover who you are and your own uniqueness and what you can add to the puzzle, what you can add to the piece. Because normally you would develop a little bit with time to kind of understand what's going on. But right now you don't. You're evolving super fast, probably twice, 3 times as fast that you would have in a decade. You're doing it now. You are doing it now. You're going through sudden dimensional shifts you can't even explain. Because that veil has been torn from your eyes and you're moving up. Your awareness is expanding. You're becoming this profound version of yourself. So what are you going to do with it? That's the thought I want to leave you with. What are you going to do with that? You know what I mean? So accept those portals, man. Use them to let them transform you. Loud glass moon, hell no. Get them up out of there. Portal open, yes, sir. And I mean, I'm telling y'all, man, I love y'all, man. Real talk. And, not that world love. Not that world love that means some more weird shit. I'm talking about like real love, where I adore you. I'm thankful for you. I'm glad you came here. I'm glad you in this storm with me right now. Because we need each other. We are each other. We are one. I'm telling you, I don't care what you look like. We're one. And like you said, George, once you wake up, it gets lonely. It does. But when you reconnect, it is so amazing. And I went through so many years of looking for y'all, man. So many years of looking for y'all. And I'm just so happy that I found you all, that we here. That's right, guys, bro. We here, and we moving up. We doing this right now. And that I just can't, like I said, man, you guys got to know you're doing it. This is what it looks like. People want to know what does it look like? This is what it looks like. It looks like you doing this right now. You doing this right now. That's what it looks like. Take a picture. Take a picture. Because this is what it looks like. You in action. Because the universe is, you know how many people are taking pictures of you right now? You know how many people are recording you to their mind right now? The 2 witnesses, remember, It's the two eyes, the two witnesses that are in the Bible that lay dead in the streets. They're the two witnesses, divine masculine, divine feminine energy that lays dead in the streets while everybody goes on about their business. And here we are going through the storm, right? Going through all kind of stuff, trying to pull together everything that we know from past lifetime to try to save people and help people. Well, not save people, but wake people up, I should say. But we got this. We got this. No matter what, we got this. We have something to learn every single day. And I love my Emerald City. I love my Emerald City. That makes me think of Thoth so much, the memory tablets of Thoth. Love that Pacific Northwest, all that rain. Oh my gosh, they even love British Columbia, all that up there, man. It's so amazing. But you know, like I said, man, if we together, there's nothing that can happen to us. There's nothing that can happen to us. Like when we won, I say, when we are one, there's nothing that can happen to us. Because we are the ones right there. Right there. Right there. Y'all understand this is how special we are. That when we come together, there's nothing on this earth. Think about what the Bible said even earlier when it said that if we don't go down and confuse their language, there will be nothing they will be able to do. Not one single thing they won't be able to do. And I told y'all in the last live, y'all wonder why Martin Luther King said what he said about I went up to the rooftop, to the mountaintop, and I've seen. He saw it. He went to Mount Meru. He went to the center, and he saw the highest mountain in the world, the same mountain that he talked about that Yahushua went to, and the devil showed him all the kingdoms of the earth and said, all these will be yours if you just bow down to me. He saw that. So when he tells you, I went to the mountaintop and I seen the promised land. I seen it with my own eyes. And I might not make it there with you, but you're going to make it. And you're going to sing, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty. We're free at last. That's what he meant. That's what he meant. He went to the mountaintop. He saw it, y'all. He went to the center of the earth. He was taken there. Same thing that Admiral Byrd went through. Y'all understand? This is real. This is not no fairy tale, yo. This is real. This is all real. And some of y'all are meant to walk on that land again, the same way your ancestors did, to touch that black rock again, just like your ancestors did. Some of you are not meant to die out of this physical body. So there is an exodus coming. There's an exodus coming. Right there. Where two or three are gathered, there I am. Right there. So y'all got to understand what we really doing. Y'all got to understand what we really doing here. You know, this is no joke. But we're going to do it. We're going to do it. All right, y'all. I'm going to leave y'all with that, man. I love y'all. Y'all live in bliss and harmony. And until next time, know that you are the change that you want to see. And you can be it because you are the I am. You are the je suis or je suis or I am. Jesus means I am in French. It was hidden in code. It was hidden in code. Because it wasn't meant for everybody to see and know this. But you are the I am. You are Jesus. You are Yeshua. You got this, y'all. You got this. Truth is hidden in plain sight. Love y'all. Live in harmony and bliss.